Hi everyone, it's Andrew Algorithmic Trading Tools. This video about how to trade. There are two options, the manual and automatic trade. After you successfully install the system, you have a trading control panel. So you have a buy, sell, and manual trade and close all the buttons. And here there's drop down menus, the settings, and the plus the switches. So, and some numbers. So first of all, how we can be able to successfully trade? We can use the insight, but it's prohibited. The second, we can use impulse. And our system, we folded it, our system managed to recognize the impulse and managed to trade the impulse. So as a good example here. So this was the impulse. So impulse can be seen not only the price move, but also with my indicators. You see there is a gap between two indicators. So this is the power of impulse. Until it's finished, this will be still the move at the same direction. So right now they see it's almost impulse faded. On a longer run, the impulse gets run even longer. I see it, for example, here. The yellow line, which also that's moved low, and still there's one impulse that's finished. There's another impulse starts, and then it's finished. Another impulse starts, and it's going up to this bottom. So again, quickly, we have two lines. If it's a price under the lines, it means the high probability with a selling bets. If it's the price above the lines, like it was before, high probability the price will continue to move up. So if you're trying to fight with the system, eventually you can lose the money. So you shouldn't really think, you should only look at this is a 5 minutes, so it's just as swing traders. You should look at the indicators. Okay, so now look the system highlighted by, we are now at the manual mode. So the system highlighted by mode, it means we can buy. Let's click the buy button because this in a manual trade, nothing happened. It's only automatic happened. So you can start the trade not only automatically but yourself as well. For example, you see there's after trade buy mode. That's the system made the purchase and you did it. So you initiated, not the system, but the system now will start controlling your position automatically. And what we can see here, I put on this line, so the system can track your up to 3 positions, and put this ticker number. So here's the ticker here, the ticker of position, ticker is here, and here they put a logic. Where are the different logics? The logic can be, it's a stop, so that the system will move your stop loss along high and high or low and low. It depends how that indicator move, like yellow line. Also, it can move limit order and opposite. For example, if you're betting, so when it's the impulse will fade it, the system you will happy to here, for example, you happy to here that's the enter the long position. So you can put the limit order, so that's order which not really executed, is delayed, and waiting is the time, and it's when the price will cross your, for example, here the order, it will be the system will buy this if it's limit order to buy, or like sell opposite. Also it's limit order, it's stop, limit, stop, and buy. If you can see, for example, here, if you click button, it's a sell limit, and it's a buy stop, or under the price. So it will be easy to show you. Under the price we have a sell stop. So the buy stop above the price and sell stop under the price. So it's order which is not executed yet. So it will be executed. And after it, so they're limit orders. They take profit, quick and met. So what it means, you can, for example, if the price eventually will cross the line, you can set the system that take profit will be goes again, along the line as well. So for example, you're bought against the system. So there's some people, that's happy to fight with the system, and the buyer is just somewhere here, and they expecting so the price eventually will cross the line. So what they're gonna do, they can put the take profit on one of the lines. Also, finally, it's the stop loss Bollinger Band. So you see, this one is a period of indicator, and the Bollinger Band. So for example, if you here the selling, you can put a stop loss on the Bollinger Band, not on the line, but they put on the Bollinger Band, and it will be somewhere here executed. It's also, you can open, for example, free position and put for every position different logic. And auto 2 after 1, here there's auto 2 and here's auto 3. Without the ticket number and the matching its logic will never work with a 0. It's only working if you put the correct position. So you don't really put the 2 like in one logic and there's another logic, because it's good, a little bit messy. But what's the difference between auto 2 and auto 3? You see, there is right now there's stop loss right at on the level of the yellow line. So this auto 2, it will be a little bit the gap between the yellow line and your order and the stop loss. And auto 3, it will be even more gap from indicator. So it's just more that it's the gap. So that's why you can play around with all this your indicators. For example, you can open another position. You say, for example, buy again. So we open it the second position, and it's put in another order, and this will be another logic. You see, it's a little bit from the line. But for example, we can set I don't want this logic. I want for example, quick line. So I can just stop loss. We move that according to the quick line. And this now it's after mode. So we can anytime we can switch to manual trade. And right now this system will never ever enter the new position, and only will follow our already existing position. At the same time, you can make a new order in manual mode, like traditionally through the order section. Also in auto mode, so now it's back to its automatic mode, you have after buy allowed, after sell allowed. So that, for example, if you're thinking all the short selling will be here, that's unprofitable, you can remove a tick. And the limit, again, as I mentioned, if it's very, very long, during a long period of time, for example here, it's still short, it's even better for this one, yes. So you see, if it's the trend is going for like more than 1 day, eventually it's faded, and the system can that's automatically put the limit order, and the limit order will execute here for the better price, and the system can catch the follow through the price. Again, you can reduce, for example, limit as well, or you can put let the system trade. And finally, so this is all about the simple system. You can do this in a manual trade and automatic trade, and control the system. And Also parameters. So here this maybe it's interesting about what's really information parameters. The system is analyzing parameters, but at the same time you can analyze as well. So the deviation, it means deviation between the price, current price, and the different it's in median line. The median line based on its several Bollinger's bands. And range, this one is a range, difference in Bollinger Band, and also the variant. Variant is the probability the price will going up and down. So this, if it's with no variant, it means there's a flat. It's very hard for that current situation to trade, but here there's a variant 151. It's pretty good, so we have a potential like a move. And the power is there's a logic which analyzing zigzag and calculating the power of zigzag. So now you see there's a positive, so now it's the positive new impulse to up growing. And this is duration of one of the line, so it can be like interesting. It's a longer duration of the line, the more like matured with trend. So finally about the parameters, the last information about parameters. That's the parameters. Quick period is a blue line, the fast one. It's a quick line. It's a blue line. The parameters of the line you can adjust by yourself. For example, you see this right button, click on the line, on it's an indicator. So there is ATR period and for visualization. Yeah, it's clicking. So inputs. So you see there is this period coefficient. That's a period and the quick deviation. So it's coefficient or deviation, it's the same. Median period for the yellow line, moving average. That's also it's used with system when it's the moving stop loss. Also we have Bollinger 50 and 2.0. I found it's 50 with 2.5 deviation. This is universal because most of the bank robots in the banks it's using these parameters. Just that's statistically I found. Maximum instrument deviation, it means if the price will be too high from this yellow line, we will automatically the system stop and taking profit. So it's another parameter. Bollinger Band mean. It means is a filter. You see, if it's a Bollinger Band is very tight, there are lots of fake entrance. So if this is tightness of the Bollinger Bands regulated here, and Bollinger Band minimum. It's all the parameters actually. It's calculated right now for this current time frame. For this week, can be adjusted every week. I do adjustment every week. I have like with a powerful computer multiprocessors, there's crunching numbers and finding the best optimal parameters. Also time between position, it's for this sometimes this you can't really start it's your next order after another one if it's most of the time it's a fake, it's kind of like a needle, whatever. So it's you have to wait some period of time between positions. So it's very logical. And it's just the system found this one is optimal. So minimum lot. So this is a minimum lot 1. This and maximum lot 4. So actually. For SP500, if you have like $20,000 on account, the maximum I would say put the 3. So the 9 is very, very critical. It's usually to have keep out of it's there's strong volatility, and it's close your account, keeping maximum 5 lots for SP500 with account 20,000. Again, if it's account 40,000, so you can use up to 10 in maximum. But it's better to keep about 5 from 20, not more than 10. 10 is too critical. I would say will be like 7 for 40 and 10 for $60,000 on account. So they start after the what this is telling you. You can say, for example, there's a SP500. Why it's also trading almost 23 hours a day. But you can say, I don't really want to hear this trade because there's not much, my volume is very low. I say, for example, wanted to trade from here. So this one is a system every day will skip this time and start trading from that period. It's also logical if, for example, you want to watch the system. So it means I don't really want to do something with a system which is I'm not at the computer. So just can put there like 12 or 10. That's our. Also display marks. The system put in, when it's the buy button, it's highlighted. The system will put the white or red dot under or above the price. So it's telling you next. This could be better buy or sell. It's just for informative parameter. Send alarm to your to screen, and plus it can be sent to your device. Start trade setting. It means that's true. It means will be manual trade. It will be manual trade if it's true. If it will be false, it will be starting with automatic trades when you just execute. Moving average signal, it's just when the price moves this through the moving average, you'll get the signal. You also indicator signals when the price cross the indicator, so you'll get the signal. And fractal signals. Fractal signals means if you have a fractal, the system, for example, this on reversal fractal, the system will alert you, or this can be opposite. The system will alert you if you have like a three candles up, three candles big candles down. It's also alerting the kind of a warning, or like very large candle. It's also will warn you. So this is all sort of signals. And very important comment. So if you switched off the system will stop controlling your position. And when you turn on your MetaTrader again, it means it's switched off, it's closed MetaTrader, and open it again, the system will switch back into the manual mode. So we're losing, or that was like a temporary settings, which is about how many position, how many profit and losses happened. So that's all the settings we gone, and it started from a manual mode. So this is very important. Until you have a position, don't close MetaTrader and let the system trade up to the end. Then the position will be closed by the system. Otherwise, there's a system that's losing what's going on because it started from a beginner. So this is it. So you can use this, do this automatic trade or manual trade, how you want, how you are comfortable. And good luck. I wish you trade. If you have questions, contact me and I will answer the questions. That was Andrew, algorithmic trading tools and strategies. Bye.